For every sub that I get from this video, I'm going to make this tunnel an additional 10 blocks longer. In other words, 100 subs means 1,000 more blocks. 1,000 subs means 10,000 blocks of tunnel. So please, make me regret doing this. So, I have this tunnel. You see that light way down there? Every time you seem to get a little bit closer, it seems to get a little bit further. I want to find that light, and I'm giving myself 10 hours to find it. The only problem is when I get closer, all I find is the end of the tunnel. Therefore, we must dig. Dealing with this lava is definitely the hardest part about tunnel digging, but once you get through it, it's a lot easier. And since all of this digging is pretty easy, I thought I'd talk about one of my other interests, NASCAR. And I think today is a particularly fitting day to be talking about this, because, well, yesterday, NASCAR announced that they are changing the playoff format that they've been doing for the past 10 or so years. They're going back to a format that's similar to the one that was around before the playoffs, called the Chase. Over the past 20 or so years, NASCAR has prioritized making their championship formats more entertaining. Certain fans call into question the legitimacy of the playoff format because it is very complex and quite easy to take advantage of. So NASCAR is moving back a step towards something that feels and is seemingly a little bit more legitimate. And for those of you who are curious who my favorite driver is, it's William Byron. Okay, it's just a tiny lava pocket. Good. And since this is a tunnel for boats, we must add at least a little bit of water. Great. Lava. When you're digging around at Y5, you're gonna run into a few lava pockets. Contain the lava to defeat the lava. Dealing with lava in these old versions is kind of like playing Minesweeper. You can get an idea of where things are by how you place the blocks and how you break them. Yeah, maybe let's finish off this layer before we start on that one. Again, quit working on that layer before you finish these. Well, this has been rather successful. I think that I'm gonna go grab a green wool and mark where this tunnel ended, and then we'll call it a day. Oh no, my boat. That's the thing with boats. They're either the most durable thing in these older versions, or they break instantaneously. We really made it a lot further than I thought we might with this live stream. So there, we made it from all the way down here to all the way right here, and I'd say that's very successful. Ah yes, more tunnel digging. Hey, Lifeless Gray. It's been a few months. So we're digging a tunnel. Currently it goes nowhere, but eventually it'll go somewhere. Live streaming is great, especially when you have audience members that are willing to leave chats for you. Oh gosh. Whew. Almost died there. Dealing with lava is always pretty challenging, because that's the trick. If you can get like one of the blocks on the bottom row, then it's pretty easy to deal with, but sometimes that's not always easy. So you kind of gotta struggle and find a spot where you can place one of the blocks along the edge. But eventually I vanquished this lava pocket. Okay, looks like it's gonna be easy from here on out. Now we can really start digging the tunnel. Digging this tunnel is actually really fast if you don't count all the lava pockets. Part of me kind of wants to find a few lava pockets during this stream so that it would be maybe a little bit more interesting of a viewing experience, but the other part of me just wants to dig and make the tunnel as long as I can. Ooh, I'm getting lag. We must be near something. Either that or there's a bunch of mobs somewhere above me. Must have just been something about beta Minecraft. Or maybe it's this cave. That's probably what it was. It was probably me doing something that caused the rest of this gravel to fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Torch would go there, but no placey torch on glass. I have to wait till like 1.21 for that to be a thing. I always think of these topics and think of a bunch of things to talk about, but the act of trying to create a narrative from introducing a topic and getting to the things you want to talk about, there's always something in the way for me mentally. I guess that's why I'm not a good writer. But anyways, I'd like to talk about some other games other than Minecraft. So recently, after being a fan of this game for 10 years, I've decided to actually sit down and play it for the first time. And of course the game is Undertale. And I'm sure if you know anything about Undertale, you're like, uh-oh, is he one of those Undertale fans? And I will assure you, no, I am not one of those Undertale fans. I'm one of the normal people that happens to find the game interesting. It's not particularly long or complex, but I think it's really well made. Especially the music. The music in Undertale is phenomenal. And while I'm on the topic of games and other hobbies, I think I should also bring up another one of my most favorite games of all time. One of the very first apps I downloaded was a game called Temple Run 2. And oh boy, do I love me some Temple Run 2. So much so that I almost entirely on accident became one of the top 1% players. I wish I were kidding. Actually, no, I don't wish I were kidding, because I am not ashamed of that, actually. I became such a good player that I was actually selected to beta test one of the new Temple Run games. This was a few years ago, and I think the game's already out by now. Either that or I'm breaching some sort of NDA. But yeah, I was like one of the first 30 people in the public to have access to that game. I think it was called Temple Run Adventure. Not really my cup of tea, but it's a fine game if you're into that style of Infinite Runner. Oh, and I definitely have screenshots proving this. I'll definitely include that in the video. Screenshots of my insane 600 plus day daily challenge streak, and a screenshot of the very first beta test version of that game. Okay, well, we've got overhead lava, my least favorite kind of lava. Oh boy, well, at least I can deal with this lava pretty easily. Ooh, don't fall in the lava. That green wool right there marks where we started this live stream. Now we're all the way down there. Well, this has been a significantly successful tunnel digging live stream. We only hit a few small lava pockets throughout the whole thing. Thanks to Lifeless Gray and Fire Norm for showing up, and well, the rest of you that may have not left a chat. It seems that I have a cape, a different cape. I'm not sure why, but hey, that's fine. Anyways, guess it's time to keep digging. Oh, great. More lava. I ran out of shovel. I need to make more shovels. So, how have you been? I'm doing just fine. Admittedly, I am struggling just a little bit with this lava. I mean, it always seems to be a struggle, assuming I don't burn to death. Why beta 1.4? For the past few years, I've been in the process of trying to play as many different old versions of the game as possible. Obviously, that led me to starting this world in Alpha 1.0, and over the past 4 years, I've been slowly updating as I do the things that I want in the world, and currently I'm on beta 1.4. Oh man. Oh well, that's a problem for future me. Just like this, well, I guess not this lava. This lava is a problem for current me. It looks like we're going straight through this lava pocket. That'll be fun. Oh no, there's another lava pocket. Well, at least it's gonna look cool when I'm done. Wow, an hour has already gone by. I've always really enjoyed computers. I've actually custom built a few computers and, well, repurposed some old computers. The computer I'm currently using to do all of this playing of Minecraft and live streaming is one that I bought all the parts individually for and assembled myself. And it's been great. I've been using this computer for like 5 years now. Oh goodness. Oh great. More lava. I'm sure if you've been on the internet for long enough, you've probably heard of this thing called home lapping, where you take an old computer and you change it, like turn it into a storage server. And I've definitely done that. I got a steal of a deal on some used 10 terabyte hard drives, took an old computer and turned it into a storage server. And currently it holds pretty much all the footage I've ever recorded for this channel. Oh, and another thing I've done, there's this little mini computer that you can buy called a Raspberry Pi, and there's this service you can run for yourself called DNS. I've started hosting my own DNS server, and it allows me to block things, and that includes advertisements, and it's surprisingly easy. If you have a Raspberry Pi and an SD card and 30 minutes, you can set up an ad blocker, and it doesn't just work on one computer, it works on everything on your network. Oh, there's a skeleton burning. The good thing about lava lakes like these is you kinda get into a rhythm and you know how to deal with each of the blocks. Why are you like this? Why can't you just be normal? Wow, I'm almost out of glass again. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the bigger lava pools that I've had to cut through while digging this tunnel. And thank you for showing up. Live streaming isn't really worth it if nobody shows up and nobody comments. There. I think that'll do it. See you next time. Aha! Well, you've probably read the title. This tunnel must continue. So, we're gonna dig, and hopefully run into a little less lava. Oh no. Well, it looks like my desires to not run into more lava. Yeah, that's not happening. Hey, it's Fire Norm. Oh yeah, and Lifeless Gray too. Okay, looks like that lava pocket's done. Wow, can you believe we started all the way over there? Cars. They're great. They allow us to go places. They allow us to do things. I think they're great, and I'm a big fan of them. Oh, and the movie too. Cars the movie. That's also a good movie. Recently, and by recently I mean over the past few years, I've been part of a lot of projects relating to cars. Usually just basic maintenance and repair and those sorts of things, but in order to go forward, they have to somehow put their power to the ground. Of course, they do that using tires, and the thing that makes the power is the engine, usually. The thing that takes that power from the engine and moves it to the wheels is a thing called the transmission. And oh boy, do I have a story about a transmission in particular. One of my family members got a deal on a car for really cheap. The only problem is the transmission had an undiagnosed issue. Eventually, after me and this family member looked at the problems that it had, we came up with the idea of maybe it was the transmission controller. And on those transmissions, the controller, for whatever reason, is inside the transmission. So we go through the process of trying to get one of those controllers to put it in. The only problem is, you gotta drain the transmission fluid out of it, and when we did it, it was a color that it should not have been. It was opaque and dark gray. It should be translucent and red. That's a really bad sign, because that means that little bitty chunks of the things that are in transmissions have broken off and started floating around in the transmission fluid. Basically, it meant that instead of just replacing the little control module, we were gonna have to change out the entire transmission. Boy, was that a job. We changed out a transmission in a gravel driveway. But the good news is that car, with its new transmission, is running and driving. So that's one of the things that has, in some cases, been distracting me from this YouTube channel for potentially months at a time. Oh hey, it's lava. Looks like we're going straight through this lava pocket. Okay. I have made a mistake. Oh hey, we made it through. Ooh, I know where this is. This is part of my redstone mine. Oh man, what a joyous day. I'll definitely have to do a little side area. I completely forgot about this place, to be honest with you. There. Boy, when I get to the version that has like blue ice, I will be flying down this tunnel. Because eventually this will probably become an ice tunnel. Wow, this is a lot of tunnel. Especially for 1 2-hour live stream. Full time. There. Wow, we made it a very impressive distance today. Thanks for showing up. Oh, by the way, this is episode 13, Tunnel Vision. What are the buttons again? Oh, there we go. Hey, that looks nice. Well, you know why we're here. More tunnel digging. I think this might be the end of the redstone mine. Technically, there's a possibility that if we do well enough with the digging and hit as little lava as possible, that we might find something else down here. We basically have to have 0 lava for that to happen. Great. Ooh, shouldn't have broke that one. Okay. We're probably not going to find that thing that's way off in that direction. Oh great, it's getting higher and higher and higher. We're going right through the middle of this lava pocket. This was an interesting lava pool. It started off really low and now it's kind of just going up. I am ready to be done with this lava pocket. That's for certain. Ooh. Creeper. Well, that was fun. Now I gotta deal with all this. I thought I was gonna make it through all of these live streams without being blown up by a creeper. Oh, how naive. Sorry that I haven't been talking very much. I haven't really felt like it, which is unfortunate considering that I've started a live stream. Oh goodness. Whew. That was close. Now we're done with the lava for at least a little bit. See? Done for 2 blocks. Just what I wanted. Well, we're already an hour and 17 minutes into this. And look how far we've gotten from there to here. Oh great, water. We've got water and lava. Water, lava, dirt, gravel, stone, cobblestone, and glass. All the ingredients of one very long, very long tunnel. Okay, I'm just ready to be done with this. Man. Now I've got to clean this up. Wow, this has definitely been... Ooh. Well, that one scared me. Boy, this is a really long tunnel. Well, it looks like we've made it through this lava pocket as well. It may not sound like much to get on and live stream for a few hours once every few days, but in combination with a little bit of everything else that goes on in my life, it can get a little bit overwhelming and hectic. Of course, I'm not blaming any of the potential viewers for that. I just happen to know my limits. Don't see many of those around here. Oh yes, I have, oh trust me, I have a project that I have planned for the future, and I'm going to need a lot of cobblestone for it. And of course, most of the cobblestone is going to come from what I dug out from the base, but I'm sure some of this will get mixed in with that project too. There, officially the end, with 20 seconds to spare. There, you know what? Might be able to... We're gonna make the water go all the way to the end, since it's real easy. Ha ha ha, just in time. I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't want to do this live stream. I'm really bad about procrastinating when I'm not in the best of moods. At the time, I was worried about all this bad weather that was forecasted for my area, and despite being prepared, I let my worries get to me, preventing me from talking about a subject that I've been meaning to bring up. I am a Christian. I've been through some rough instances in my life. Dark times that felt unsolvable and insurmountable. Times where I felt like giving up entirely. But despite all of that, I was given a reason to keep going. Knowing my imperfections, and there are a lot of them, God is still willing to give me and you, yes, you too, an opportunity to be saved. A method to wash clean our iniquity. He let his one and only Son, Jesus, the only perfect human who will ever exist, be sacrificed and resurrected for all of our sins. Not just mine, not just the sins of Christians, but the sins of all of us humans. So long as we believe in Jesus, this grace will be extended to all of us, even if we feel like we don't deserve it. So, if you feel like you're struggling with something that is insurmountable, please find a church, or a Bible, or a Christian, or really all three if you can, and start learning more about God's plan for us. I'll end this with a song suggestion and a short prayer. The song is In Christ Alone. There's a link in the description, by the way. And now for the prayer. Lord, please help me and my audience see your presence in our lives. In the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. I guess that was the light at the end of the tunnel that I've been looking for this whole video. A chance to share my beliefs with you. Now, back to what you're here for. So, exactly how much tunnel did we dig? I'm back here where we started this addition to the tunnel. So it started at X745 and went all the way down here to 1248, meaning we dug 503 blocks in 10 hours. And on the surface that brings us from right here near the second shores all the way... Oh, my boat. Oh, my boat. All the way to right here, directly below this house, whose roof I am standing on top of. Which means we are dangerously close to connecting to the mines underneath this town of Cursed Compass. If 10 of you subscribe, I'll make this tunnel long enough to connect to the mines. And with that, I guess that brings this to an end.